Hello students, myself Dr. Rama Sharma from Chandigarh Business School of Administration, Chandigarh Group of Colleges. Today we are going to discuss a very happening topic, that is the human resource management strategies for new millennium. Firstly, we will discuss actually what is human resource. Human resource is the knowledge, skill, the creative abilities, talent and aptitudes obtained in the populations. All the employees we have, the knowledge, the skill, their capabilities, their extra knowledge, all these are included in the human resources. It is the workforce of an organization. All the employees, they are called the workforce of an organization. The department of the business that deals with the administration, management and training of these personnel is called the human resource management department. It maintains the employee relations in the organizations, within the organizations as well as the outside of the organization as well. It looks after all the issues of the employees, personal as well as professionals. It looks after the comfort of the working of the employees. The staff that deals with all these conflicts are known as the human resource professionals. What do we understand by the strategies? The strategy is the word which we have taken from the war. In the defense, when we have to compete our competitors, then we make the strategies to be ahead of them or to achieve the success. In the same way, in the organizations, there are the lots of the competitors. And in order to survive in the different competitors, we have to make these strategies. As the Darwin has rightly said, that only the fittest will survive. So this theorem is applied in the management, in the different organizations, that there are the lots of the competition in the market and we will be able to survive in the market only when we will make the good strategies. And for that, we have to be we have to brought out something new in the market, or we have some new strategies to capture the new customers, or even to retain the human resources in the organizations, because this is the one of the most this human resource is the most important resource, or you can say that is this asset of the organization which will utilize the other resources in the organizations. So that is the most important assets, and if we will have these resources, only then we will able to use the other resources effectively. So strategy means a planning done in order to achieve the goal or an objective in the less period of the time without too much of the expenditure, resulting in great profit of an organization in a competitive environment. For the strategy making, we formulate the different strategies, we do the strategic analysis. After the strategic analysis, we make the best choice of the strategy, that is called the strategic choice, and then after the strategic choice, we will implement the strategies in the our organizations. And after that, we have to continuously monitor that whether the strategies is achieving what objectives we have set or not. So this will help in making the strategies in the different domains of the organizations, in marketing, in finance, in HR. Now, for what purpose we go for the strategies? As I have already discussed, we have to take an organization to the new height of the success, to compete the other organizations in the market, because today is a scenario of the technology. Nothing is static, or you can say constant. Only change is permanent. So in order to achieve the success in the market, if we will not compete with the other competitors, or if we will not bring something creative or innovative in the market, we would not be able to survive for the long term. We can explain this with the help of the example of the Nokia. We used the Nokia mobile in the 19th and 2000s era, but at that time, maximum of the people, they are using Nokia. For what purpose or what feature? That is the battery backup. But now the people are not using the Nokia. For what? Because they have not bringing some new features and new innovative features which for attracting the consumers. The consumers, they have gone for the other competitors like Samsung, Vivo, Apple and all. So these are the strategies we have to make in order to be number one in the market, or you can say in order to survive in the market. Otherwise, we will be obsolete in the market. And nothing is permanent, Any technology we are using today, it would be obsolete within 5-6 months due to the technological advancement in the market. To maintain a good environment in the organization, to make the organization best among all. Today we are going to discuss these 8 human resource management strategies which are being used in the new millennium. Besides this, there are a lot of other strategies which we can discuss later on. So these are the strategies which we will discuss one by one. First is the human capital. Second is the emotional quotient. Third is mentoring. Fourth is 360-degree appraisal technique. Fifth is employee stock option plans. Sixth is total quality management. Seventh is the quality circle. And eighth is the KAIZEN. So firstly, we will start with the human capital. Human capital consists of basically 3 elements: the intellectual capital, the social capital, and the emotional capital. Firstly, we will discuss the intellectual capital. Intellectual capital refers to the competence of the people. It is the specialized knowledge and skills the people have. The learning capacity, the learning aptitude of the people is also the intellectual capital, that they have the capability and they have the capacity to be advanced in their career or to learn something new. The IT-based knowledge system we are having is also included into the intellectual capital. On the other hand, the patents and the specialized process of the works we are having is also included into the intellectual capital. Second is your social capital. Social capital means the structure, the quality, flexibility of the human relationship both inside and outside the organizations. How we are making the relationship within the organization. Within the organization means the different workforce, the different employees in the different department. How is the healthy relationship between the different cross-functional departments. Then network of the relationships. Today is the era of the network of the relationship, means you can have the competence. This is the competence that you are having a healthy network of the relationship with the people, so that at any of the time you can access when you require. Then sociability, and fourth is the trustworthiness, that how you ensure the trust among the employees and on the organization. Third is your emotional quotient. Emotional capital. Individual need the self-confidence, courage, and resilience to convert their knowledge and relationship into effective actions. Self-confidence means you have the confidence on your capabilities, you have the confidence that you can do anything, and you will continuously strive to inculcate that skills, and you will always ready to be adaptable to the different situations when the organizations require or when the system requires. So that self-confidence you should have. Then ambition and courage. You should be ambitious and the courage. If the people are the ambitious and they have the courage to take the risk and do something creativity in their working styles or in doing the work in the innovative methods and doing the work in a different way, then this will again is the capital for the organization. Then risk taking ability. Are you able to take the risk if any of the situation arise? Are you adaptable to that situations? Are you taking these steps to grow the organization? So all these risk taking ability. And fourth one is the resilience. Resilience means how you bounce back when you are having some problem. Either it could be the personal or the professional problems, and you are dealing with that problem or that stress. In that, how you bounce back to the normal situations, that is called the emotional capitals. All these capitals, this intellectual capital, your social capital, and your emotional capital, they are interrelated to each other and they contribute towards the human capitals. If we have only the intellectual capitals like the technocrats have, then they are not able to manage the people effectively, because in the today's scenarios we have the employees from the different workforce area and there are the different situations. We have to handle this different situations like the anger, hatred, frustrations, the job stress, the personal stress. So how you are, if you are having only the intellectual capital and you are not dealing with your emotional capital, then you cannot take the effective decisions. And if you would don't have the good social networks or the social relationship, a healthy relationship with the people, then you will not be able to do the tasks through them. You will not able to fulfill your targets or your objectives in time or in the stipulated period of the time. So again, social networks for within the organization is also required, as well as outside the organization is also required. So all these mixture of all these capitals, intellectual, social and emotional capital, they are necessaries in today's scenario in order to take the effective decisions by the managers. So we cannot say only that the people who have the only knowledge or who have only the skills, they are the best managers, but the people having the mixture of all these things, or we can say they all are interrelated, they would be effective managers in today's scenario. Second topic we are going to discuss is the emotional quotient. Emotional quotient means the emotional intelligence, ability to manage the emotions in the workplace and calmly deals with the stressful corporate situation. Then his IQ and technical skill is called the emotional quotient. That how you are dealing the corporate stress situations whenever it is arising, and how you are taking the decisions at that time, rather than only using your IQ and only your technical skills. The control of your emotions like anger, hatred, frustration, confusion, sadness, etc. can be substantially increase the performance and effectiveness of the people. One of the studies says that emotional control can reduce the 36% of the stress, 56% of the insomnia problems, 33% of the indigestion problem, and 27% of the headache problems, and 30% of the stress trembling. So if we are having the good emotional stability, or you can have the you can say that if we have the good EQ level, then we can manage the situations very well. And same happens in the organizations, that if people are quietly good in their emotions management, they take the good decisions and they deal with the peoples properly. Elements of the emotional quotient. Again, there are the three elements of the emotional quotients: self-awareness, social awareness, and social skills. Firstly, we will discuss about the self-awareness. Self-awareness deals in making one recognized with his emotions and effects, knowing one's strength and limits, and sureness about self-worth and the capabilities. One know about their strength and one know about their weakness is called the self-awareness. That we know that we have this weakness and we are ready to overcome these weakness by improving ourselves and by learning or adapting to the new way of the working. It helps in maintaining the self-control, consciousness, taking the responsibility, adaptability, flexibility, and the courage to improve. That we admit that we are lacking in this and we are ready to improve ourselves is called the self-awareness. Then social awareness. Social awareness means dealing with your environment. You are dealing with the people who are working with you or in the organizations as well as in your family. It deals with the empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in the shoes of the other persons and then thinking from their point of the view that what situations actually he is or she is having. And then you can take the decisions according to that. This is the one of the skill we require in the managers in today's scenario, because today's people having the knowledge, they are the technocrats, they are having the skills, but they are lacking in the emotional and the social skills which require majorly to take the effective decisions. Then who is service oriented, developing on others and understanding the group emotional currents and power relationships. Who is ready to develop their team members, who accept that this members requires the help of my, requires the guidance, and who wants to have the this culture that they have the team in the organizations, and they believe that it would be only target would be achievable only through the contributions of each and every employee. So they understand and they try to develop the capabilities and skills of their team members also. Then third is your social skills. It deals in inspiring leadership and guiding the others, sending the clear and convincing messages, negotiating and resolving the disagreements, cooperating with the others, and strengthening the relationship and creating the group synergy in pursuing the collective goals. As we say that 1 and 1 is not 2, it is more than 2, or you can say it's 11. Why? Because of the synergize effect. Means if we are working something individually, the output would not be that much if we will work collectively. So same here in the social skills, that we inspire, we act as the leaders, we guide others, send the clear cut messages, and negotiate with other peoples, and even resolve the disagreements in order to have the healthy relationship in the organization. So this is the skills which we require in the organizations to have the emotional stable decisions, which are good for not only for the organizations but for the people also. So you can retain the people for the long term in the organizations if the manager have the good this emotional intelligence or this EQ skills, because he would have the empathetic skills beside the technological skills and other skills. Then emotional quotient focus on 3 driving forces. They are the major 3 driving forces which are having this, which focuses drives the emotional intelligence. First is increasing the energy and effectiveness under the pressure, building the trusting relationship in the organization, and creating the futures. Means continuously we have to forecast the future, what is happening in the future, and becoming adaptive in advance, means becoming ready to adapt the changes which are coming in future in the organizations. So these are the 3 basic driving forces among the for the emotional quotient. Third, which we are going to discuss, is the mentoring. Mentoring means providing the knowledge to a less experienced one. Means when a new recruitee comes to the organizations, then the organization attach a mentor, a guide, or you can say the supervisor to a new recruitee, to guide him in doing his day-to-day working, and if he is facing any problem, personal and professional, so that he can guide him. Mentoring is the process whereby a senior manager acts as a friend, philosopher, and a guide to a new one. Mentoring is essentially an emotional kind of the support provided by an experienced person to a younger one by the teaching, coaching, counseling, guiding, and so on. Actually, mentoring is different from the coaching. Mentoring is person to person. Okay? And coaching could be to the large audience, but mentoring is one-to-one pairing, you can say, and the people, one is the new one and one is the experienced one. They guide the inexperienced, or you can say the less experienced persons in doing his day-to-day working and other working areas for which they are working. It reduces the training times and it ensures the individual attentions to the problems, makes the learning flexible rather than the structured. It is valuable tool for developing the self-confidence. There are the 4 basic steps of the mentoring. First is the initiation. Second is progression. Third is assimilation, and fourth is integration. Initiation means meeting between mentor and mentee. Mentor is the person who is guiding, and mentee is the person to whom the guidance would be provided. Second is the progression. Progression means the mentor start providing the coaching and guidance and counseling to the mentee. Third is the assimilations. Assimilations means the discussion of the problems, how to solve them, and any of the area which require guidance is discussed in the assimilation process. And fourth is the integrations. Integration means new buddies are attached to the mentees, and for them mentees act as the mentor. When mentees has received the guidance and become the experienced one, then the new persons or the new buddies, they are attached to that, and then the mentee would act as the mentor, and the new one who is attached to him will act as the mentee, and this process goes on. Mentor can be succeed if there is this support of the top management support this, and continuously encourage the experienced managers to guide their new recruitees. Mentor take a genuine interest in the exercise. There is no complacency in training and retraining the human resources. मतलब you continuously provide the training and retraining of the human resources. Individual ideas, they are being respected. Individual situations, they are being accepted and being implemented, and people then feel the part of the organizations, that if we are having some suggestions and idea, if we are forwarding to the management, that is being listened and being implemented. Then employees are made to sharpen their skills. The culture is created in the organizations that they have to sharpen their skills continuously. The development programs, the training sessions are being organized by the organizations. Then there are some problems also, the hurdles in the mentoring. First is the overload. Overload could be on the part of the senior and the experienced persons who is acting as the mentor. He may be overburdened due to the multiple responsibility. As a result, he may not be able to pay adequate attentions to the mentees. Second one is the role perceptions. Managers may not be a trained counselor. The mentees may sit back expecting the managers to do all the work, which it make a painful process. Then lack of the information. It could be on the part of the senior managers or the persons who is guiding the mentees. If he is if he is not having the adequate informations or the knowledge, then he will not be able to answer all the queries of the mentee. Then it would not be a fruitful process. Then unhelpful attitude. The attitude of the managers or who is acting as a mentor is not having the helpful attitude or is not taking the adequate interest in the mentee, then this attitude again will discourage the young recruitees. So these are the hurdles in mentoring. The fourth human resource management strategy we will discuss over here is the 360-degree appraisal system. It involves the evaluation of the managers by everyone above, alongside and below him. For that, it is called the 360-degree appraisal system. Structured questionnaires are used to collect the responses about the managers from his boss, supervisors, from his peers and from his subordinates. The parameters relating to the performance, the behavior are used in the questionnaires, and on that basis the appraisal is done, and it is the teamwork. This is the, you can say the figure I am showing here, that how the 360-degree appraisal is done. Employees appraisal is being done by the supervisor as well as by his subordinate and as well as by his peers or the colleagues in the same level. The fifth, which we are going to discuss here, is the employee stock action plan, which is called the ESOPs. It is mostly popular in the information technology firms, IT firms. Under these schemes, what is being done? The employees are offered the company's share at the concessional price. When the market price of the share increases, the employees earn the considerable capital gains. For example, the bank provides the shares to their employees, like SBI is offering, and HUL, Hindustan Unilever, that organization is offering the stock, employee stock options to the employees. So they could be the part of the profit of the organizations by purchasing the shares at the concessional price. Next strategies we are going to discuss here is the TQM, the total quality management. Total quality management, TQM, means the continuous improvements in all the aspects of the organizations with the involvement of each and everyone, from the involvement of each and every department. It is a total system approach and it is the integral part of the corporate strategies. TQM is continuously being used in nowadays, because only if you will not able to do the continuous improvement, then today's customer is very informative customer, very aware customer, you can say. Today the customer, when he or she goes to purchase any of the product in the market, he has already the information, he has already done the comparison in different among the different competitors. They know that this brand is giving this feature, this brand is giving this feature. So you have to continuously improve yourselves to be the best among all you can say, to compete the competitors. Otherwise your competitors, they can take the advantage and they would be best among the customers. It is about changing the way the things are done in order to prevent the failures. The main feature of TQM is, first is the customer satisfaction. Why we are continuously improving, what I have given you the example, just to have the customer satisfactions, because for whom we are making any product, it is for the use of the consumers, and we have to deliver the value to the consumers through the our product. So for delivering that values, we have to continuously update our system, update our techniques and technology and way of doing the work, and for that we have to continuously improve each and every area of the organization. So we can't only say that only the production department have to improve because production department is making the product, but there is the contribution of each and every department. There should be the efficient and knowledgeable and trained people in the production department. There should be the good marketing strategies of the organizations. The finance department should be there so that each and every resource is easily available for the production. So we can say that QQM is not only a single department job or only the production department job, but it is the cross-functional job of each and every person in the organization. Second is the internal customer. Internal customer here refers to the employees of the organizations. The employees of the organization, if they are satisfied, if they are happy, then they are capable and to doing their best. Their performance and their output would be best if they are satisfied with the system. So if they are satisfied, then their production level would be good and there would be zero defect, or you can say the very less defects in your products. Then the continuous process. It is the continuous process, means you cannot read the one day shot or one time shot or you improve the product and you will sit down back. No, you have to continuously improve your products continuously, so that because what is happening in the environment are changing very easily, and due to now as there is the COVID era, everything is changing very fast. We have to predict what is going to be in future, but there are certain uncertain times we cannot predict. So we have to be, you can say, prepared or proactive in our decision making or in taking the different steps in the organizations. We can't be sit back that we have done this improvement, we will happy, our customers are happy. No, you have to continuously improve yourself, your system, your work, your way of doing. You have to continuously update your technology. Then fourth is the management by fact. Anything what you will do, it is by the facts. You will do the analysis on the basis of the data, and then you will take the decisions for the improvement. Then it is not the individual task, it is the teamwork. Each and every person will continuously work towards the achievement of the organizational quality. Products. Seventh topic which we are going to discuss over here is the quality circle. Quality circle is a small group of the employees from the same work area which meets regularly to identify, analyze, solve quality and other work-related problems. The quality circles are the people of the working in the same working area. 4 and 5 people, they sit together, they make a team, that is called the quality circle, and their work is to continuously work towards the improvement in their working area. Objectives are to improve and develop an organization, develop the respect for the human relations and induce the job satisfaction, deploy the human capabilities to the extreme extent and draw out the infinite potentials. So this is actually the team task in which people will continuously work towards the improvement. They will work in a team. Okay? They will not only work to improve the way of working, but they will try to improve the other members of their staff. Conditions which are required for the effectiveness of the quality circle in the organization is, first one is the top management support. Top management support should be there. Only the working of the quality circle would be effective. Then education and training of the managers, so the workers continuously, the education programs, or you can say the development and training programs should be there in the organization. When something new happen in the organization, new system or new way of working, we adapt in the organization. Timely implementation of the ideas generated by the quality circles. If any of the idea is generated by the quality circles, that should be timely implemented if that idea is good for the organizations. That will inculcate the feeling of the loyalty among the people who are in the quality circle, because they will think that actually these are the people who are working in that particular area, so they know much better than us that how the working is going on. So they can give the good inputs to improve the system. So if their idea is being implemented and acknowledged by the management, so they will be loyal and more efficient people in the organization. Sharing the gains in the productivity with the workers. If you are earning the good profits and if you will share that gains among the people, so again your people, the internal staff, your employees would be satisfied. So they will think that the improvement is being done with the efforts of all of us, and again the profit is being shared with us. So they will have a sense of belongingness, a sense of loyalty towards the organizations, and your you can say the talent retention could be good. Then facilities for meeting and discussions. There should be the meeting rooms, or you can say for the quality circles, where they could sit, they could have the brainstorming among the different people of the same department, so that they could bring about the good ideas. Then regular monitoring of the working of the quality circles. Regular monitoring should be done. What is actually being discussed by them, what is actually being, what are the different points they brought up to their managers or the supervisors. That regular monitoring should be done, so that the fruitful results should be there by having the quality circles in your organization. Last strategy which today I am going to discuss is the Kaizen. Is based on the individualism. Individual people can create something new way of the working, but here in Kaizen it is a teamwork. All the people in the different groups, they continuously work towards the improvement or bringing something new in the organizations. Here it is specialist oriented, but it is the general approach. Kaizen is a general approach, means not in only single area, but in all the areas of the management, or you can say in all the areas of the production, we bring about the improvement, or we strive to bring about the change. It is in here the information, it is technologically oriented. Here it is more the people oriented. It is here the information is closed, but in Kaizen the information is open. Informations are being sharely opened with each another one, so that the people who require it timely being sent to them, and they could take the timely decisions. It is functional oriented, means a single department or single function oriented, like in production department only production department, or if it marketing, but here it is a cross sectional, or you can say cross functional orientation. All the departments, they together bring about the change, and they do work towards the improvement of the organization. It seeks the new technology, it builds on the existing technology. जो existing technology है उसी में आप improvement लाते हो. It is the line and staff organization, whereas it is the cross-functional organization. Line and staff organization means similar department people, they are working on the improvements of any of their working area. But it is the cross-functional department, means all the departments, they are working towards the improvement in the organization. Here the limited feedback is being given, but here the comprehensive feedback is given to each and everyone, so that they know about that where is the improvement is required. These are the steps in the Kaizen programs. First is the straighten up. Straighten up in Japanese it is called SARI, SEIRI, means necessary areas of improvements are identified, and the distinction between necessary and unnecessary is done. What is required is done, and what is not required, what is right, that the distinction is being made. What is good for the organization, what is bad for the organization, that is being identified, and what is good for the organization and what is required for the organization, what is necessary for the organization, that is being implemented. So unnecessary movements, unnecessary way of doing the works, they are being discarded. Second is put the things in order. Seaton is called in Japanese. Things must be kept in order. Means there should be place for each and everything. Ready for use when needed. There should be a proper place. You can say human engineering, re-engineering, what we called in management or in engineering. That everything should be at a proper place. When any of the persons require any of the tool or equipment, that is at a proper place, so that minimum of the movements and minimum of the time is required. And in office space, the proper space, sitting space should be proper, and each and everything should be at a proper place, so that minimum time is required by the people for using any of the area, or you can say using any of the material. Then clean up. Clean up is keeping the workplace clean at the time of the opening and the closing, because cleaning place, at the cleaning place, a good clean place is good for the working, and every employee, they would be effective and efficient only when the working environment is healthy environment. Then personal cleanliness. Special attention should be paid to the personal cleanliness because there is a wealthy mind in the healthy body. So we should pay special attention to our personal healthiness also, personal cleanliness also, because when we are fit, when we are healthy, only then we can contribute towards the achievement of the organizational objectives as well as our personal objectives. Then last one is the discipline. Discipline is essential for both, for personal as well as for the organizational success. If we would be disciplined, if we would be the punctual, only then we would be able to achieve the organizational objectives on the personal objectives. If we are sticking to the time, we are time punctual, then we can achieve good. So these are the 5 steps in the Kaizen programs. So these are the all over strategies what we have discussed today, the human resource strategies we require in order to compete the competitive environment. So thank you very much.